So I will run and grab that on your next walk break, but for right now, I'm gonna set a little pole exercise that I want you to use as a warm-up. Make sure that you've got your eye working and got her attention with you. So you're gonna come off the right, jump the white one, which is gonna be a pole. Then the bending line, like you saw Nicole do to these brown poles. Right hand turn around, and then you're gonna come back to where you started. In a canter. Make sure your canter's staying the same. All right, restart. I was like, when is he gonna look at it? And I'm like, oh, apparently not. Okay, I like that canter transition better than the last one, good. Keeping your legs back on her belly. Aw, what a good girl. Good, Leo. So you had much better eye control that time. And I'm saying what a good girl because she's really thinking ahead about her leads, okay? Good. I'm going to grab my little trick and I'll be right back. I'm going to tie you to the saddle today. Because we haven't had enough fun lately. Gonna feel weird. Okay, so let's do our same pattern again and you'll just get used to your contraption there. Watch for Maya. Nice lead change. Press her belly out. Good, Leo. Work the bend though. Put a circle in there because she landed and started to look outside the ring. Yeah, there you go is better.
You want to ride Western?
7 and 7. Now it's on the right rein, which is a little tougher for her, right? So you need to make sure she's looking right. You've got bend from jump to jump. You're firm in your count. If you get a different number than 7 in the first line, that's fine. I want you to keep going and make sure you get 7 in the next part. Maya, we're just gonna jump beside you if you stay on the wall, okay? Good, Leo. Good, Leo.
Want to try cantering up?
Good. Now you're leaning back a little too much in front of your jump, okay? I don't want you to think about leaning back in front of the jump. I just want you to think about bringing your shoulders back. Okay, so you still have bend in your hips. And so instead of doing this, you're just gonna be like that. Okay? So let's do that one more time. Great job with the 7 and 7. Nice clear ride there. So again, tall, but still in a good jumping position with your hips. Yes. Good job. Good lead change. Finish it, finish it. And good job to work the bend right on landing. Okay, Leo, nice. The other thing I noticed at Southlands a bit, and I'm noticing it now, is sometimes your stirrup slips back and stays back, okay? If you lose your stirrup back, I want you right away to step it forward on the ball of your foot, okay? It gives you that little more flexibility in your position, okay? Well, it's good that Leo and Ren were riding him a bit. He does look like he could get naughty, though, with a little one. Well, he's... I love that! Good job, Leo. Really good ride in that bending line. No. That would be the only thing. If he has too many little squirts on him, he might get kind of... But it's... I mean, maybe you just need someone to tune him up once a week or something, you know? Like a... I don't know, one of your more going kids.
What's that for? Okay, Maya, let's go the other way if you can.
Yeah. Was it Blaze or you? Yeah. I don't know exactly. I didn't see a fatal flaw in either one of you there. Okay, so we've done good warm-ups here just to get a sense of, is your eye working? Is your pace appropriate? The answer is yes to both questions. So let me think about what we want to do here. I know what we want to do. Okay, now you jumped the 2-stride on Sunday, right? Did you? Okay. So let's do let's start with our 3 jumps on the right. So pink, yellow, and yellow. Then you're gonna do your bending line of poles like you did in your warm-up. Then you're gonna turn back around. This is the course like you saw Nicole do, or almost. Turn back around and jump this one. Bending line in 5 strides into your 2-stride combination. How does it feel having your legs tied where they are?
Different.
Different? Do you feel like, oh, right. Like, is it reminding you, or it doesn't feel too forceful, I hope? Okay, good. It's a huge difference. I mean, and what it does too, when you bring your leg back like this, is it makes it hard for you to sit back on your bum like that, right? So that's kind of what I was seeing in your warm-up, is you were sitting a little bit like in a Western saddle. I don't mean this as a critique, but in Western saddle, it puts your bum behind your feet, right? That's just part of how it's set up. So it's more comfortable for trail riding and stuff if you get to sit back on your fat a little bit, right? But when you're riding and jumping, you need to be over your feet, right? You got to have those shock absorbers working. Okay, so you got the course down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the poles. Right hand roll back. 5 strides bending into the 2-stride. We're just doing a course, Maya. Oh. Whoops. Yeah.
I just realized.
Oh, she was good to you, Leo. And she jumped fantastically through the combination, right? Nice and round, up, knees up really high. Really good effort from her there. Considering she had no idea that was coming up. So, the mistake here is that you went inside the pink jump, right? Which made your turn like a hairpin. Like if we were doing the gambler's choice, that would have been a great turn, right? But for the first time presenting an exercise like this, unless, I mean, if we made that plan, it's still doable, but you would have come out here and then made your inside turn. Do you know what I mean? Instead of, yeah, it got too folded over on itself. Having said that, you made the 5 work and the 2 was awesome. Okay, so let's just start from your pole line and do the last half of that course again with the outside turn around the pink jump. Maya, kiddo, just wait 1 sec, okay? Leo's gonna canter over it and then you can trot over it. Otherwise, we might have a squish. Oh, Blaze. What was that? Maya's waiting for you, Leo. Keep your shoulders up. Wait, look. Okay, you're good to go now, Maya. Thank you. Oh.
Forward. Look at him. You are an appy.
Ah.
Yeah, he does a stationary walk.
See, when he does that, take your reins in one hand and go whap, whap.
Shanae, I used to teach at North Shore groups of 6 with 3 appies. And I'd end up with 3 appies in the middle of the ring, not moving. And I was chasing the other ones around. And then I'd look over my shoulder and there'd be the 3 appies. Okay, we've got to get more accurate with your tracks. It's a little wild and woolly and big overshoot, big long distance.
She was turning this way.
Yeah.
And I tried to bend her, but then she did this quick turn
Okay.
when I was going around.
Yeah. So think about your bending as being, you've got to shake her off the bit ring, right? You've got to move your fingers in such a way, if you hold the rein. I do this on my horse all the time because he walks after the jump. So you've got to kind of shake her through so that she can't clamp and lean on you, right? So that you land, get your bend, and then whatever your hand is doing, do more with this leg, right? So you're working her around that inside leg. Then of course you've got to tighten up your turn here so that she doesn't end up coming where the black horse is, right? Because then she kind of angled out,
Okay, come trot again.
big jump over, and then a bit of a messy turn. So then she ended up doing the 2-stride kind of on an arc, right? Like she was jumping on the angle through the 2-stride, where we want her from back here to be lined up with the center of the green tape. Remember I talked to you about the David O'Connor clinic where he's like, I only jump poles with stripes and we always jump the middle stripe. So back here you want to be lined up and jumping between the tape, right? And then then you put the bend in your line. And that 5 is a little bit quiet, so you don't want to have a huge jump in. If you do have a huge jump in, you've got to wait in those 5 strides. and then ride straight out of the 2. And because she's thinking about cheating the turn now, when you're jumping out over the 2, I want you to look over her outside ear. The bending 5 to the 2. So you've got to really be strategic with how you use your setup to make this part as easy as possible. So keeping her patient in this line. It's okay, you got ahead. She was more patient than you. Wait, there we go. Now be patient and organized. Look over your shoulder. Yeah, Leo. Wait for it. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, leg. Good, much better with your bending aids, and the 5 was much cleaner. So you had a better turn here and a better turn into the 2, and then you forgot your eye control. Okay, I want you looking over that outside ear of hers in the air. Okay, let's do that one more time. Patient canter in, patient canter out of the first line. Yes, much better. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Check in. Much better. See what that did to her jump, Leo. That was so cool to see. You're going to have to watch this on your video. What a difference that made when you looked over that outside ear. She landed on a completely different track than she has before. Beautiful. That's the thing that I got. I learned that idea from Greg Best during a clinic, and he was right on top of me about looking over my horse's outside ear, because I'm naughty, right? I ride on my own a lot. You get into these bad habits of looking way too far ahead or looking before you should, and so my horse starts to cheat his turns. He's like, over every jump you need to look over his outside ear, and I was like, oh my god, that makes such a big difference. Suddenly I can ride the landing side. Okay, so this part we need to clean up. You don't need such a big 2-point over the pole, right? It's just a pole. All you need to do is just lighten your seat a little bit, land, press her out, lead change, bending aids, look over your shoulder at your jump, check in with where it is so that you know you've got that reference point of like, okay, now I've got to start making my turn. So that before you need to turn, you already have a plan that's started, okay? Good, let's give her a good walk break here. Is that this line I want you to do 6 in. 6 is pretty forward, but if you notice, we had the verticals and then I built the oxer on this side, so that did shorten up your line a little bit, okay? But yes, you do need to jump in and then be bold down the line for the 6 strides. And then I'm just going to put the other jumps up, so you've got a little more of a challenge here, and then we'll begin. Hey Leo, I like that picture of you in the paper. It was good. I could tell, like, when I first opened my email, it was really small, and I could tell right away it was you. Like, that's Leo. Then you're rebalancing, getting your bend, riding in patient with leg, getting her eye ahead to the next jump. Right now that it's a jump, she might, if she doesn't have her eye on it, she might get there and go like, what is this? Right? So ride straight away, but start to get that left flexion so she's looking towards the jump early enough. Okay, and then remember again to look over her outside ear coming out of the combination. That worked really well. Another spot to think about doing that might be really helpful is when you jump this jump, right? To think about looking over her outside ear, because you're gonna land, press out, get your lead change, and look over your shoulder for the next jump. And looking over her outside ear just gives you a little more space to get those things done than if she cuts in. I'm standing on my pedestal because I'm getting sticks in my shoes. Five, six, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Balance. He's gonna just come around that pink jump in a sec there, Crystal. Thank you. Check in. Easy. Whoops, forgot the eye control there. I'm really happy with your course though. That was a great course overall. Okay, let's go jump your last 3 jumps again and look over the outside ear over the combination. Just so that we're confirming that and not brushing it off. Right bend, dent her ribs. Don't be happy with her looking outside. Good, Leo. Woo! Did you miscount?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it looks like you had the right idea. You landed and waited, and you just needed to keep waiting until you got there in 5, right? Okay, let's do that again. Good with your eye control. You're going to repeat that part of it, but the 5 is proving to be pretty quiet for her. Super. Good for you, Leo. Okay, nice walk break for her. Taking your walk break here, Leo, think about how you're going to ride your next course, and especially I want you to think about the in-between pieces, right? Like when you land off that oxer, how are you going to set her up to get a good lead change, to get your right bend, to then have a good jump here, right? Those in-between pieces are what's going to make your jump successful. slug today?
My spurs. Brutal.
Leora, you want to switch the battery?
Yeah. Good tank. Okay, Leo, you're ready? You've gone over your course. Does she need a spank or is she good? Okay, so just turn out. Let's start again. So I could see that she needed something there, that the energy wasn't getting through from the back tank into the engine. So if I can see it, that means that you need to feel it and fix it. Recognize that she's a little underwhelmed, a little underimpressed, and do something about it, okay? So that she comes to her first jump with the same kind of energy she's going to come to her fifth jump. Better. Oh. Remember, the 5 is quiet. Okay, so what part of the course did you do differently than we planned?
That part?
This part? Yeah. And so that created what?
Longest time.
Yeah. So we planned on 5.
I think I went 4.
Yeah, she got 4. Okay, so it's nice that she's got that much stride. That's good to see. But that wasn't our plan, right? And we've got a vertical going into the combination. And if the 4 is really long at a horse show, I'm going to tell you to do 5, right? To keep her a little bit organized so that you can jump in over the vertical accurately and then press out to the oxer. Okay, so that's important that you're counting and recognizing, right? This got long and then it just stayed long in 4. Okay, so let's jump your bending line, your second half of the course again. The bending line, this part needs to be more organized. Again, you're pressing out, lead change, bend, and turn. All of those things happen within a few strides of each other. Okay, out, look here, Leah. Out, lead change, bend, and turn. He goes low, so get used to him. He's pretty big.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. Nice. Wait. Good.
That's a better fit. Look at that, Dottie.
Yeah. Is that who his pictures will be on?
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Good, Leo. Good ride. I mean, it was a little scrambly just because of the lead change problem, but I thought you actually had her way more organized earlier that time through the turn, right? Because in this piece of your turn, you both were looking ahead. She was in a nice right bend. And then I'm glad that you were patient. I don't know if you would have been if I hadn't said anything, but I'm glad you were patient jumping in, which allowed the 5 to be so much nicer. Okay, and then a good 2 jumping out. So let's give her a good walk break. I loved in the last full course you did how positive you rode down that 6-stride line, right? No doubt in your mind, you were just on it, going forward the whole time. So that was great to see. So we'll give her a little walk break and we're gonna change our course a little bit. See if I remember it. Okay, so archway towards me, bending line to the white vertical, then up the 6-stride line, jumping in, staying forward for 6, then across the diagonal 4-stride line, Oxford to vertical, then you're going to jump your Oxford to vertical combination, and then bend the line in 4 strides, going direct like you saw Nicole do. So bending the line in 4 to that jump, inside the pink jump, work the bend, and then back down the combination to finish. Okay. So why don't you tell me that course back?
Archway to the white vertical.
Yeah.
Down to 6 line.
Yeah.
Okay, Chris. Let's
Yeah.
come to trot.
Yeah.
You can even grab onto the horn.
Yeah.
And you're going to do a sitting trot.
Perfect. So how many strides do I want now from vertical to vertical?
You need lots of leg for him.
4 now. So 4, you've done it once already, but 4, you want to be on the inside track with a good strong outside leg. Okay, so instead of creating a lot of bend, you're going a little more direct with a lot of left leg here. And then you need to commit to the inside turn. Right, so here you're shifting your eyes left inside the pink jump. Bend to help her balance through that tight turn, right? If you don't help her at all, she might slip. You gotta help her bend. And then back to the combination. Okay, good.
What hand do you put it in? Left turn. Left hand, right hand?
For what? Oh,
Left hand.
yeah.
Left hand, yeah.
I think it's left.
So put your reins in your left hand. There you go. And the other hand right on your thigh.
Looking good. It's a whole other thing, isn't it, Western? Whole other ball of wax.
Caught before is almost kind of like
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we're doing one more Skookum course, guys.
We're going to come on the other way.
Yeah, I think that gives you a nicer
Take a
approach
fist
for sure.
on your thigh. So what that is for?
Maybe it is left. So you want to have your reins in the left hand, and then the extra stuff in your right hand on your thigh.
Oh, okay.
Shanae, we're doing the bending line and then the straight line where you are.
So just go back onto the rail, and you can have a nice loose rein. And neck rein is over the neck.
Just if you stop there one sec. Maybe not. Just circle, Leo. Leo, just circle. Do you see there's someone in your line? So you need to circle. He's in your line.
He's gonna go. It's like whatever.
Okay, there's a horse standing right here. Do not proceed. Right? You have to circle. You have to look ahead enough that you see that problem coming. Okay? Remember when you crashed into that girl at Southlands? Gotta make sure you're scanning the ring. Okay, seeing those potential problems coming.
With your hands in those positions. Yeah, he doesn't really neck rein. He kind of does. So get out of that line.
So your first turn was great in your bending line. Why don't we start there again though? Make sure your stirrup is up on the ball of your foot. Okay, so we're gonna jump all the jumps here, guys, if you can stay out on the wall. Yes, love it. Good. Coming up the outside line. Just coming up these yellow jumps.
Just stop him right there.
Good, Leo.
Pick up your trot again.
Diagonal line.
Try not to hold your reins. Yeah, there you go.
Good job. Out, out. The 2 bending to the 4, turning left. Go.
Pick up your trot.
Okay, just walk a sec. Give her a big pat. She's doing really well, trying really hard. Good girl. Okay, and you were great. I mean, the 4-stride line was great. And then you just got a little mixed up about riding your distance to the combination, right? And then it's so hard once you have that stutter step, that little moment to get sort of your track back. And the 4 is forward enough that you have to have a good 2-stride. Okay? So let us start from our diagonal 4-stride again. And then same thing, out, lead, bend, and look. Diagonal line, keep the forward. Gallop. Woo. Now rhythm. Yes, Leo, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, look right. Good.
Okay, Chris, let's go the other way. At the top.
3, 2, 1. Beautiful and super in your position there. Wow, awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay? Just right. So the legs are tied down. You're keeping your eyes straight. Okay? You're not leaning behind her. It's just that perfect balanced position. Good for you. Good last course. Awesome. Much better, huh? And you rode with a lot of determination and a lot of finish today, right? Like up those 6-stride lines. You're like, I'm getting it done. Nice and straight and organized. Good for you.